everyone, welcome to a very merry holiday inspired video. Today's video is a little bit different. We're gonna start off with holiday bestsellers. I asked you guys a few months ago, would you be interested in a holiday bestseller video? And you guys said, yes, please. And so I polled my Instagram community, asked what their holiday bestsellers were, and they gave me a whole list, and I'm gonna share that with you today. And after we talk about the bestsellers, I'm finally going to be revealing my holiday decor drop. And I have been teasing about this forever, I know, but it's all photographed, done. It's live on Etsy right now. So if you need to pause the video to go shop for something, by all means, go ahead. But make sure you come back here for the rest of the video. So rather than show you each piece one by one like I usually would do in a haul, I decided to give myself a styling challenge. I removed everything off the white floating shelves in my bedroom. Like everything is gone. And I decided to style it out as if I was like merchandising a store. So all of my holiday decor is on that to show you kind of how the pieces would look in a styled environment. So I have some time-lapse footage of me styling those shelves, and then I'm gonna talk about each individual piece to kind of get you excited about what you can find on Etsy. So anyways, we have a lot to cover today. So let's jump right into the bestsellers. So some of these bestsellers I have in my studio space, and I can give you like an actual example like on camera. Other stuff I'm just gonna have to put a picture on the screen. So it's gonna be a variety, but we're gonna kick things off with something that totally surprised me years ago, and that is vintage baubles. I didn't know that these were valuable at all, but ornaments are something people always love, and the glass vintage ones are very popular. These box sets can go for $30 or more. One of you actually told me in the comment section a few weeks ago that just the box alone can actually be valuable, and it doesn't even need to have ornaments inside. So if you see the box, I guess pick it up too, which was surprising to me. But anyways, yeah, vintage ornaments is something you should absolutely be buying when you see them at the thrift store. So one of my Instagram followers suggested Santa mugs. They said Santa mugs are something that sells all the time. I'm gonna put a picture on the screen of those because I actually have never found one in the wild, even though I am always looking for them. So I'm hoping one of you guys will find them and pick them up. They're just very kitschy and fun and a favorite. So if you see them, I would recommend picking them up. The next bestseller are brass stocking holders like this. These are very popular. They're extremely sturdy and they can hold a lot of weight, which is amazing because, you know, stockings get heavy, especially if you fill them like you do, you know, for Christmas. And so any of these brass pieces like this, they have like the hook that looks like this. Always pick them up. Now, just be forewarned, some of them might actually be monogrammed. I guess that was a thing back then. For the ones that have like a flat face, like this, they may have like someone's name on it. If you find those ones, I wouldn't recommend getting them because it's so highly specific. You'd have to hope that like Joanne or Brian, you know, was available to buy this from your shop or your booth versus something like this appeals to everybody. So you can make eclectic sets, you can sell them individually. They're just really, really fun. I can find these quite often at the thrift store. I feel like there's something that not everyone knows to look for. And so yeah, just when you find them, definitely pick them up. And while we're talking about brass reindeer of any size, especially the big ones, are very popular. I just went to a brass sale recently. You guys saw that haul. The first things that went in those photos were the brass reindeer. People came specifically for those and not the rest of the animals. And so brass reindeer are very, very popular. So if you can find them, whether they're a candle holder or just a sculpture on their own, definitely pick them up because people love decorating with deer in the holidays. So another holiday bestseller that totally surprised me years ago are vintage blow molds. And blow molds are those big plastic lawn ornament things that people used to put in their yards before we got better holiday decorations for outside, like the ones that inflate, that are more colorful. But blow molds are so popular and they can sell for hundreds of dollars, which always shocks me. I'm just constantly surprised that they are that valuable. And there are people, I have witnessed this, that will go to like antique shows and markets and I will hear them say, do you have any blow molds? Do you have any blow molds? To people because they are that popular. It's just one of those things that people are constantly looking for. So if you can find blow molds, by all means, you should be grabbing them. I was so annoyed because last year I went to Value Village and as I was walking in, a woman was walking out with one in her cart. I've never seen one at a thrift store ever. And so I asked her, I'm like, well, how much did you get that for? And she's like, $6.99. I was like, oh, that's like if I would have been there just I don't know, like a few minutes before it could have been mine. But anyways, it is what it is. I have never been able to find a blow mold that I could buy that wasn't wildly overpriced, because that's the thing. Most people know what they're worth. So if you do find them in the wild, like in an estate sale or at a garage sale, a person usually kind of knows what they are. But at the thrift store, they definitely don't. So anyways, blow molds are something that are very popular. So if you have the space for them, especially in a vintage booth environment, definitely pick them up. I mean, shipping those suckers would be not something I would want to do, but I would say for a vintage booth, they are absolutely perfect. So one of the holiday bestsellers I've been very lucky to find at the thrift store that I'm keeping for myself are the ceramic Christmas trees with those little built-in lights. I absolutely love those. I have been always looking for one. One day in the middle of the year, I happened to find one on the holiday shelf at Value Village. I think it was like 20 bucks, but I was so ecstatic that I bought it anyways. And that is part of my own personal collection. But if you see these out, absolutely pick them up, especially if they're like the white or the other colors, because those are more rare than finding the actual Christmas tree. Now just know, big box retailers and brands have started to reproduce these. So you want to make sure you're turning them over and looking to make sure that they are something that is not branded with a current store. It's something that is actually vintage, because that's one thing that drives me crazy is like a retailer or a brand gets hot to something that is, you know, popular, and then they decide to bring it back out again, and it's like, oh, and then it confuses people in the store. They're like, is this new from Target or is this vintage? I don't know. So anyways, just make sure you do a little due diligence in searching if you're unsure what you see in the store. But they don't have to have all the little lights and ornaments on them. You can actually buy them without them, because you can buy replacements. So if you're ever at an estate sale and you find a bag of those little replacements, make sure you get those. And so it doesn't really matter if they're intact or they're missing some of the lights. You know, people want them regardless because people collect them. So anyways, there's something that I find that if they're like 20 and under, definitely get them, because they can sell for over $100. So I just absolutely love them. It's something I'm always looking for, and finally found it that one day, but that is the only time I have ever seen one at a thrift store. Brass candle holders of any kind are something you should be picking up right now. So whether they're a candelabra or they're one-off candle holders you find at the thrift store that you can then make eclectic sets and build them, and they sell for around $100 for like a set of 6, 7, or 8, depending on how they look. So yeah, that to me is a really good flip, because you can usually find them for a couple bucks at the thrift store in an estate sale, and then you can sell them for a set for around $100, and they're very easy to ship. But in a booth space too, they sell really well. And it's not just plain candle holders, anything themed, like the ones that say joy, or the ones that are shaped like a deer. Those sell really well too. And then of course the candle holders that look like horns. Horns are something that's really popular this time of year. It's a very common imagery for the holidays. So if you find the horn candle holders, definitely pick those up too. So the last two I have not actually sourced myself. So apparently German Nutcrackers. So the actual authentic German Nutcrackers, not the cheap knockoffs that were sold at like Home Goods. The actual German Nutcrackers, I guess those can sell really well and for a lot of money. So I don't know anything about sourcing those, but that is one of the suggestions that I got when I asked my Instagram community, like, what is popular? And someone said German Nutcrackers, not the knockoff, the real thing. And the final suggestion I got from my followers was SPO Christmas China. Now, I know nothing about this China. I actually know nothing about China in general. It's something that doesn't usually interest me to source. And so I kind of have blinders on when it comes to looking for it at the thrift store. But apparently, Christmas-inspired plates, dishes, cups that are made by SPO are something that actually has some value. So I definitely recommend doing a comp test when you're there. So do like a Google Lens or an eBay check just to make sure that the piece that you found is actually desirable, because I think SPO is still being made today. So I don't know if the new pieces are as valuable as, like, let's say the vintage pieces. Usually in, you know, when you're sourcing, the old stuff is more valuable than the new stuff. So just make sure that you're just looking for comps and checking pricing before you pick it up, because I can't advise you on it because I know nothing about SPO or anything that has to do with plates and china. So anyways, but apparently it is a bestseller for some of you, so make sure you check it out if you see it at the thrift store. Okay, so now we're gonna get to the very exciting portion of this video. I'm gonna show you how I styled all of my holiday decor from my holiday drop on the shelves in my bedroom. It's gonna make way more sense when I start showing you that footage right now, but I can't wait to hear what you guys think. Okay, you guys, I have cleared off all the shelves. All my normal decor is gone. The frame TV stays, of course, because it's mounted to the wall. This is not artwork, it's actually a TV until I turn it into artwork, because that's the beauty of the frame TV. They have a bunch of holiday and winter inspired art and photography, so I just chose something that I liked, popped it up as part of the theme of that wall. So yeah, I'm really excited to style all of my decor on the shelves. So just know, this is not how I would typically style these shelves for the holiday in my house. I would not take everything I own away and put Christmas up. Usually I pepper Christmas throughout. So just keep that in mind, because I know someone's gonna be like, that's a lot of holiday for your bedroom. Okay, this is just for you guys on YouTube to kind of showcase all the pieces in like a fun merchandise way, rather than just me hold them up to the camera, which you guys are typically used to with my haul videos. So I wanna do this challenge, so I have my ladder right here to help me get up higher. And so yeah, I can't wait to show you all the amazing pieces I have for my holiday drop. Kicking off the holiday drop with these brass joy candle holders. They are a classic, a favorite of mine. I like just styling them even without the candles because I think they're just really fun together. And I love, of course, the message. This original piece of art. This painting is very wintry without being holiday, which I love. And it's the perfect little size to set on top of something, or you can absolutely hang it up on the wall. This is the most adorable Santa bell. Love it. It doesn't ring that well, but who's actually using it as a bell? But it looks really cute styled on a book. And then this enamel plate. Love how it has this kickstand, and so you can set it up right. I think that's a really special piece. So these needlepoint pillows are a favorite of mine. I love needlepoint pillows, especially for the holidays. Now, this is actually a new pillow. I got this last year. It's still available. It's from a company called Furbish. I'm linking it down below so you guys can buy it yourself. So this is not available in my drop, but luckily you guys can still get it. It has the velvety back. It's a really great size. But this pillow is available in my Etsy shop. Moving on to some of my very favorite things. The artwork. I love these original paintings. It's a set of 2. Love their size. So these are going to be available. And then these wooden ice skates are so cute. I can't believe it. My mom actually found these for me. This was, I think, earlier this year. And so I've been saving them for the holiday drop. So absolutely fell in love with these. And I think they're so cute. Now these brass snowflakes, I don't know what they're meant to be for. They have the little things on the bottom. I guess they could be set on a surface. So, I mean, that looks cute too. But I really love them as wall decor. And I just used a push pin to hang them up. I actually use a push pin for most things I hang up in my home, which I know is like kind of weird, but it allows me to, you know, move stuff around when I want to and doesn't leave huge gaping holes like a nail would. So anyways, yeah, these are held up by push pins, and these snowflakes, I decided to part with them, even though it's hard, because once I did this technique, I fell in love with them, but they're going to be available for you guys. Now this crewel is not available, and I apologize because I know it is fantastic and many of you would want to get your hands on it, but I did find some more crewels that I put together in a list for you guys. So hopefully if you're interested in a holiday inspired crewel, you can find something in that list. But yeah, this is one of my favorite pieces. I'm sorry, so I'm going to keep it forever. But moving on to more things available for you guys, this beautiful candle snuffer that's an angel, and this unique candelabra that I style with some of my vintage candles. Another enamel bowl that's technically not holiday, but I just thought it looked really cute with all the holiday decor because of the colors. Now these I have never gotten more emails about. They are wildly popular with you guys when I showed them when I got them. So I know these are going to go fast. So these are brass or bronze candle holders that are made to look like, of course, pine cones. Love them. They are something everyone's going to be very excited about that they're actually coming to the drop. The cutest little reindeer is in the drop. And then this set of candle holders, not the candles, but the actual brass candle holders. I make eclectic set. This set is actually available now. I made a new set for the holidays, so get that while you can. They always sell before the holidays. And these are technically just folk art statues, and they're not holiday, but I just thought they kind of gave me that vibe. And so that's why they're in my holiday drop. I think they're so cute. This is another thing that's not going to be available, so I am sorry. But there are many of these on the internet for you guys to buy, so I'll link to some of those for you. So this piece of art here, I have it on a brass easel, but it actually has a little hook on the back, so you can hang it on the wall if you don't have an easel. And the final things that are going to be in my drop are these adorable reindeer candle holders. Absolutely love them. Okay, so we're back in the chair for my clothes. So thank you so much for watching. Anything that is going to be for sale in my holiday drop is linked down below. And anything that is part of my personal collection that I was able to find duplicates out on the internet, those pieces are also linked in the description box. I hope you enjoyed learning about the holiday bestsellers. If you have anything on your list that I did not include, make sure you mention it down below in the comment section. Okay, so that's all I have to share with you today. If you're looking for more content between my haul videos, make sure you check me out on Instagram and TikTok. And if you're interested in learning about how I clean my brass, what my pricing strategy is, what do I think about Etsy, I have a whole playlist down below of videos that will be helpful for you. Thank you so much for watching today, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Take care.